welcome to Xero News Uncut. This is Xero.
And I'm Bobby. What is up?
Bobby's obviously got himself a fresh cut, I can see, for
his gotta look
for his
good for
birthday.
Charlie Hunnam. I mean the ladies.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, slipped up there.
Yeah. So anyway, then so we might as well say about this then. So Bobby's obviously going. Well, you might as well explain it this weekend, mightn't you? Where you're going to and stuff like that.
Yeah, you probably. I will be at Monster Mania Con from Friday, March 10th to Sunday, March 12th. Sunday, I won't be there much, if at all. But whatever. Sundays are the slowest day anyway. But if you see me, I will either be wearing this brand new hoodie or a shirt with the same logo on it. Or I'll be wearing a Charlie Hunnam shirt or Undertaker shirt, depending on what day you see me. Yeah. But if you do see me, come say hi. But you might regret it in the end because I will talk your ear off.
And yeah, especially if you see Bobby on Sunday as well, because I got this wrong, but his birthday's on Sunday. I originally thought it was Saturday, but no, it's actually on Sunday. So,
yep, March 12th, Sunday. I will be. I'll be 27. I'll be 27.
Yeah. All right, yeah, fair enough.
And I'm old, but I'm not as old as the other guy, so I'm good.
No, okay, yeah, we'll say that. Okay, yeah, we'll go along with that one. Yeah, well, anyway then, so we might as well get into the actual into the show then. What I'm thinking is we might as well start covering some of the news bits first, actually, before we get into the reviews. That's what I'm thinking.
For sure.
So then, a couple of bits come down from this week. So first of all, we found out backstage at Raw this week was Vince, for starters. Now, there's also news as well that he's sporting a lovely mustache and everything. Now, there's this picture been going around. It's people are saying it's a fake, but look at that. If that's real, if that actually was what he looks like now, and that looks horrendous, doesn't it? So,
who's the guy to the right?
I don't know, but apparently that's not a real picture for it, really. Okay. Apparently it's a fake picture and stuff, but there is other images apparently, the reports have been is that he's dyed his hair, so he's got like black hair now because he's trying to dye out like all the greys and stuff like that. And he's sported a mustache as well, so that's
Vince McMahon coming in to buy WWE.
Yeah, but no, we've there's been talking about that, actually saying about that. There's been some confusing information come down today as well, which I also wanted to cover because you've obviously probably not seen this because of course you've been out and you've been asleep. Now, hang on, let me just actually load up the actual report because I've actually got it here in front of me. Now, there's been some news come down today to say that, once I load it up, is that it's the CNBC. They've basically said that WWE is in talks today with state gambling regulators to legalize betting on scripted match results.
I did see that, actually.
Yeah.
But how would that even work?
Well, what they're going to do is, because I asked a few queries about this basically, and what they've basically turned around and said is they do it one of two ways. Because obviously people like a certain person in our group chat who I won't mention keeps going on about like who's favorites and stuff like that for it.
Yeah. Even though the betting odds mean literally nothing in wrestling.
Yeah. What people have turned around and said is that WWE will be clever, and if they can see, say, for example, like Cody's favorite to win, they'll have Roman win. So basically, so they'll do the opposite. So they'll wait and get people to bet on it. So then the betting companies get like all the money and stuff, and then they'll choose the underdogs for it. They'll like choose the underdogs in the match, or or they won't choose who the favorite is. And the actual match results, how they're going to do it going forward is, if they obviously get this approved and stuff for it, is they will literally do two endings in the practice, because of course normally results get leaked now at the moment is they always do a practice before the show, and that's how leaks get sent out basically, because people are like, oh yeah, this person's definitely winning because they've just obviously practiced the pinfall and how they're ending the match. But what WWE will now be doing going into this, if they obviously do get this approved and if they do go ahead with this, is literally they will tell the person they'll do practices for two endings. So say like it's a one-on-one. So going back to Roman and Cody, in practicing they'll both win. So they'll both practice the ending for Cody wins or Roman wins, and then literally Triple H or whoever's running the show, as that match is literally about to start, they will decide the match result there and then. So they'll literally turn around and say, right, for example, Cody, you're winning as he's about to walk out through the curtain, and that, or Roman, you're winning.
I guess, but like,
and then what they're going to do in relation to creative
you
side
already bet on wrestling. Sorry.
Yeah, but what they're saying is as well is like what they're going to do as well. Creative side of it is they're no longer they're going to get the creative teams to do two different paths. So again, say like it's Roman and Cody, they'll have a path for if Roman wins and a path for if Cody wins. So then creative will have two storylines going on, which they would have wrote for the next show coming up. So say like the Raw or whatever after Mania, they'll have two paths and that for that way. And then that way then creative doesn't even know to be able to leak it either. So that way then, so they've got the storylines in place and they'll just then use the appropriate storyline after that. Now, this could be quite interesting if they're obviously if they do actually go down that route, because they're, that'd be quite interesting, because their match results, you can think, oh yeah, this person's definitely winning because, they're on a dominant run or whatever. But then Triple H could literally just be like, nah, I don't fancy that person winning today. I'm just going to give it to this person. And that he's going to look at social media quite a lot, and he's going to look at like fan reactions and stuff. So if, say, going back again to Roman Cody, like when they obviously had Sammy in that, and he was getting cheered for weeks, Triple H could literally turn around and say, at the last second, I'm inserting Sammy into this. Literally like 20 minutes before the match, it could be, I'm inserting Sammy into this match or something, and like they then announce it before the show that Sammy's being inserted into it or whatever, bang, done, walloped basically. Because that's what they're doing is now is they're going to use the pre-shows as well before the big events. So again, Mania, SummerSlam, stuff like that. They're actually going to use the pre-shows to either make adjustments to matches, so like stipulations or whatever, or make matches using the pre-shows. So there won't be anything kind of like in advance really. So like they could even though we kind of know what the Mania card is going to be at the moment, they could even add matches as late as the pre-show. So they could literally say like an hour during the pre-show on the Saturday, they could set a match for, I don't know, they could actually create a match there and then ready for the Saturday show, basically. And that's so it's to try and stop like leaks and that coming out, which on one part is clever, on one part it's going to be bloody annoying.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, so it's going to be hell, especially if they are going to do it through that way. But anyway, moving on from that, then we might as well go on to the next bit then. So this week, then we've had two announcements for two official shows. So we've had the announcement for King and Queen of the Ring in Saudi Arabia on May 27th, I think it is. Is that the right date? Yeah, May 27th.
The day before Double or Nothing.
Yeah, the day before Double or Nothing, and so that's going to be being held from Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. So I don't know what time that's going to be on airing for you guys over there in the US or whatever. What time
did they release an official time?
It'd be normal time frames for whatever you have it at, because I think for us we get it at like.
It's changed for us.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not. A couple times it's been at 12. Sometimes it's been at 1. Sometimes it's been at 2.
If it's say normal time, then I guess it's probably like, I don't know, whatever time it's 1 o'clock for you.
If it's like 8 o'clock Saudi Arabia time, it's like 1 o'clock our time. And this is the first normal pay-per-view you guys get.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Well, I mean, besides the Money in the Bank, but I mean, what you get it at like 6 o'clock?
Well, actually, no, it won't be, because going back to this anyway as well. We're actually going to get one before that, because of course they've also announced Backlash from Puerto Rico. Now,
how does that start for you?
Well, Puerto Rico time is 4 hours behind us over here. So where, say like they normally air at 8 p.m., say like they're doing it at 8 p.m. Puerto Rico time, that will actually be 9 p.m. UK time. That'll be. So what would that be for you? If it's 9 p.m. UK
Wait,
time, that'd be
wait. What? Hold on. Now I'm
they're,
confused.
they're 4 hours difference to us. So basically,
Really?
so say for example at Puerto Rico, say like for example it starts at 8 p.m. over in Puerto Rico, over there.
They're an hour ahead of. Oh, wait, what?
They're an hour ahead of you because you're
Yeah.
5 hours behind us.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so that would make
Yeah.
4 hour. Yeah, so if it starts at 8 their time, it would be midnight your time.
No, because normally if it's 8 p.m. American time, for example,
Yeah,
we
it would be
normally
1 a.m.
yeah we normally get it 1 a.m. So if say for example it's 8 p.m. their time, they're 4 hours behind. They're 4 hours difference. So if that's 8 p.m.
I'm pretty sure that's like. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
probably
that's midnight.
Yeah, probably would be. Yeah, I can't see them doing it at that time then, unless they're going to obviously pull it earlier. They'll probably do an afternoon pay per view, like when they do it in Saudi or whatever. Midnight. It might be then. It might be literally like an hour
I don't
difference.
know if they will, because like.
Yeah. If it is midnight, then that's no problem because, of course, then we've got then we're normally used to 1 a.m. pay per views anyway. So
Yeah, so you get an hour earlier.
Yeah, so it'd just be an hour earlier, so it'll finish an hour earlier. But yeah, so that's actually been announced for Puerto Rico.
I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah.
Who wins Queen and King of the Ring? Go.
King of the Ring. I could see either LA Knight or if not LA Knight for King, I could see. Oh God, I said this the other day. Dominic Mysterio.
We are way off.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
One name for me, and this man should win it.
But then again, as well, I'm also thinking Gunther. The reason why I say that is because the reason why I say that is because the rumors are is that the winner of King and Queen of the Ring gets a title shot. Now, obviously, that would be the thing there. Queen.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit stuck on.
I have a name.
Oh, who do you think?
Liv Morgan.
Might be, yeah. I mean, yeah, she's getting a small push and stuff like that at the moment. So.
And by the way,
yeah,
Liv Morgan went viral last night, and that was the most hilarious thing. Did you see this?
Yeah, but have you not seen who it actually was? It was planned.
I think he was talking to whoever was next to her.
Yeah, no, it was planned. Yeah. The actual guy who it was, he's the actual senior vice president of WWE.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's planned.
I mean, it looked like he was talking to whoever was next to her. No, anyway.
it's promotional material.
Yeah,
it's promotional material. Yeah,
she's just sitting there. She's like, yeah, and then all the captions were, "She's not listening to a word you're saying, bro."
Yeah. It seems like it's promotional material because the guy is actually a senior vice president of WWE, and that's who it was. So. Yeah,
because it didn't even look like he was talking to her, but it's still hilarious.
Yeah, but no, it does seem that, but yeah, no, it's so it's some kind of promotional material, I do believe, or something to set up something. But yeah, so
Queen and King of the Ring, so Backlash from Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
are they doing that's 3 international pay-per-views in a row?
Yeah, because then after that, then is in July, then, which is Money in the Bank.
Yeah, and then June will probably be what in your house for NXT.
Probably, yeah. Well, I was going to say because going back to Money in the Bank anyway, that's 5 p.m. UK airtime now. It is, so that'll be midday for you over there because it's 5. It's 5
they're starting it at 5.
Yeah, we're starting it. Yeah, they're starting at 5 over here.
Why?
It's got 5 p.m. start time for the tickets and stuff like that. It has. It's 5 p.m. UK start time.
That's noon for us.
Yeah.
That's weird. Why would they do it 5 p.m. your time? That's weird.
It's either 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. I think it could be 5 p.m. pre-show and then 6 p.m. main time, but it's the same whenever they come over here. You know, obviously when they've done like Raw and SmackDown and that over here in the past, they've always done it. They've always done it at a 6 p.m. start and then just aired it later. So it's always been pre-filmed. It's never live whenever it comes over it.
But the SmackDown the night before will be live, right?
No. SmackDown.
Yeah, I think it will.
No, it won't be because they'll be pre-filming it because again that's at 6 p.m. That's a 6 p.m. start. I've just checked.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna air it live over here.
Well, I don't know how they'll be able to do that because that's 6. Well, they might do that early.
Well,
then.
it's gonna be in the afternoon for sure. Yeah.
In the afternoon then if that's the case. Then yeah.
But no, I think they said the plan was to air it live.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, so that'll be in the afternoon
Or
for you
maybe
then.
they won't. Maybe they. I mean, I won't mind SmackDown at 1 o'clock or whatever.
Because I was going to say, because there's no, going back to Vince McMahon, there's no chance in hell that they're going to do it for 8 p.m. US time, because that's 1 a.m. UK time. So not
Oh
going to
no. Yeah, if there's one of two ways to do this, you air it live at 1 p.m. our time or whatever the case may be, or you air it on tape delay. Yeah. They're not gonna start at 1 a.m. your time.
I think they're probably going to do what they've done beforehand and either do it at 6 p.m. start time for us live, so you didn't get it at 1 p.m., or they'll again film it at 6 p.m. our time, and then it'll be pre-filmed and aired at normal time, so it'll still then be like 1 a.m. SmackDown for us and then 8 p.m. SmackDown for you and stuff like that. So
let me see if I can find that SmackDown.
Because I'm sure that's what it.
What's it? The O2 Arena?
Yes, the O2 Arena. Yeah.
O2 Arena. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm sure it's at 6 p.m. start time. So
WWE announced that that Friday Night SmackDown will be held in the O2 Arena. Oh, okay.
And I'll have a look as well, because I'm actually on the. Which site are you looking on? We should have been more prepared for this. But,
I'm on your boy's site right now.
All right. Okay.
Tickets will be available Friday. 20. It doesn't really say.
No. I've also just noticed as well, as you go through the WWE site, it says on there, Mania's at 4:30, which is weird.
At 4 what?
4:30 p.m. it says on here.
Oh, 4:30 Western. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be
because it's starting at like 5 Western. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and 6:30 p.m. O2 Arena
for SmackDown.
Or
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank is that one there.
They're gonna air that one live for sure.
On June 30th here. Hang on. Says here 8 a.m. I don't understand how that could be at 8 a.m. Hang on. If that's at 8 a.m., that's massive.
Early taping, boys.
Yeah, it's got 8 a.m. Friday, June 30th, 8 a.m.
Okay, hold on. This marks the first time ever that SmackDown will broadcast live and in prime time from the UK at 8 p.m. local on BT Sport.
So don't go in. Yeah, so it's 8 p.m. our time then. So that'll be 8 p.m.
So if it airs live for us, it will be at 3 p.m.
Yeah, so you'll get it at 3 p.m.
It's normal time. Well, it says live.
Yeah. So you're going to get it at 3 p.m. in the afternoon then for that one.
It seems like it. Interesting.
Yeah. Money in the Bank is 6:30 p.m. UK time.
So 1:30 our time, give or take.
Yeah.
Wow. SmackDown at 3 p.m. Eastern. Those ratings are going to be abysmal.
Yeah, definitely.
Because West Coast is on their lunch at 12:30.
Yeah.
Or 12. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And then obviously unless they're going to do the replay as well at 8 p.m. They might do the replay at 8 p.m. US time, 8 p.m. USA time, just to do it that way. That obviously makes sense. It's probably going to be that. So, but yeah, anyway, we've digressed. So so the next 3 pay-per-views then
of course we do. We always do.
International ones, like we said then. So that's so that's quite interesting.
3 in a row. And then we're going to Detroit for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And then what will the September show be? I wonder.
Not sure.
Because it won't be Clash at the Castle clearly, because y'all are getting Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I don't know. Have they even announced one for September? I don't think they have. I don't think they've announced one for that yet. No.
Maybe oh wait,
could be an NXT one.
Aren't they going on Labor Day weekend again? I thought
Could
I read.
Hang on, let me put it up and have a look. There's nothing on the WWE site past August 18th at the moment.
Hold on. Well, here, let me.
Well, tickets you can only actually go up to August 18th.
I usually go to Wikipedia.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Because it has the an updated list.
I'm just
Oh
don't know if
no,
you're
I don't want that. Oh god, I hate using this on the iPad. Okay, upcoming event schedule. Yeah, it's got nothing past August 5th.
Yeah, some of the stuff that I've got here is I've got in front of me here, actually looking through the list of what I've been sent, is yeah, you've got NXT in your house is at the minute being planned for June. That just
Is it a
says
Saturday?
it doesn't say at the moment, it just says June, just says June 2023. But it's going to air from the Capital Wrestling Centre. You've
What's
then
that?
got
Oh, never mind.
CWC, yeah.
Never mind.
This is probably going to be NXT specials. And looking at it, if it's that way, you've then got the Great American Bash on July the 4th as well. They're doing
July
it.
1st. Wait, what?
It says July 4th here. It says assumed date July 4th.
For what?
Not confirmed.
Sorry.
For the Great American Bash. That'll be.
Oh, I heard Money in the Bank. Okay.
Yeah,
Wait.
So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it falls on July 4th this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it. That would be great.
Yeah. NXT Heatwave is also meant to be the end of August.
Oh God.
I've got here
In June.
Yeah, I've got nothing for September. The next one after that, I've got Halloween Havoc for NXT.
So
which
probably,
is
maybe like maybe they'll bring back one of the old pay-per-views, like King of the Ring, like
well, King of the Ring's already back, isn't it? The only other thing which I can think
I'm
of
saying
is
like one name that will be brought back, like how King of the Ring was brought back.
The only other thing that I can think of is they moved Crown Jewel from November to
September.
Yeah, so we have a Saudi show then in September.
Because Extreme Rules is October usually,
Extreme Rules is done now, I think, because there's no Extreme Rules anymore. Last year was the last one, so it's
really?
last year. We've just I don't know. It's not on the list because I've got a Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel at the moment is assumed for November.
Who's your source?
I'm actually using and we've then obviously got Survivor Series War Games in November.
Yeah, that's always November. That's a given.
Yeah, and then NXT Deadline in December. That's all what's on there. There's nothing announced for September, but it does say next to it, Crown Jewel could be moved to September. So I mean, they could move Crown Jewel to September, and then just have. But there's always 2 Saudi shows a year. There's always 2 Saudi shows.
I know a year, but in 3 months.
Yeah, but then if you think about it, that would then save them having to do 2 pay-per-views in November because they're already doing 2 pay-per-views in May. So it would then just literally be because then obviously then just have Survivor Series then in November.
I wouldn't be shocked if they go there Labor Day weekend.
Probably because if you think about it as well is if they then going from October, if they're doing Halloween Havoc on October 31st or whatever it'll be, or around that time frame, are they really going to want to do a pay-per-view again, literally because
a week later,
and if you think about it as well as if they're doing Saudi and then Survivor Series, they've only got about 2 weeks in the middle. They're trying to stretch them out so they don't have just 2 weeks build for it because then they have to do Saudi and then they've got 2 weeks to try and build War Games, which will be
that's a good way to go. Maybe skip October for main roster. You can do Halloween Havoc, of course.
Yeah,
and just build for Survivor Series.
Yeah, maybe do that one. Yeah.
But that's like 2.5 months without a pay-per-view though on main roster.
But then we went that for main roster in December. We didn't have any in December this year.
Yeah, but I mean December. I don't know. I feel like December's I don't know.
Because if you think about it, we went to Survivor Series all the way through to January. Yeah, some of them will be announced soon. Well, we just spent 24 minutes on talking about pay-per-views, but yeah.
Crown Jewel in October, maybe. Or...
Possibly. They'll do something. They'll do something.
Yeah, for sure.
But so that's that's all the. Oh yeah, and one of the other things that I wanted to bring up because it's a bit confusing as well is as part of that report earlier in relation to the gambling thing. It says on the bottom of it that apparently the company they're going into first round of sell talks as well. Now, that's not what I've heard, and that's not what a load of other people have heard because I've double checked this one afterwards. And apparently, they're expecting to make the announcement on the Raw after WrestleMania that the company's been sold and who it's going to for it.
Saudi.
Well, no, apparently Saudi's out. Saudi's out. And that, yeah, the top
Why?
two at the moment. I'll explain this on in it. Because the top two now are Comcast and Disney.
Comcast is NBC, right?
Yeah, Comcast is NBC.
That makes too much sense.
Now,
honestly.
Saudi have dropped out. Number one, anyway, because I don't think they wanted to obviously do it because, of course, the issues with the Live Golf or whatever it is, or whatever it is from that one, for obviously getting through that one. Plus, as well,
true. They would have to buy TV time for it.
Plus, as well, Saudi Arabia have a massive say and a massive shares in Disney. So, as what I was described it earlier, if Disney buy it, Saudi Arabia can just sit back and just watch the money rolling in. So basically, Saudi Arabia will still basically get what they want.
They don't have to pay.
Yeah, they don't need to pay for the pay-per-views because if you think about it, at the minute they're paying what 50 million or whatever for the pay-per-views. Yeah. They won't need to pay that. They'll get money coming on in through the shares or the stocks or whatever they've got in Disney, and that because they've got about 500 million in Disney at the moment that they have. So they'll just sit back and just watch the money come rolling on in whilst they've got, whilst doing none of the work.
I think it's going to Comcast. I think it makes too much sense with Peacock.
Mm-hmm.
And I pray to God it doesn't go to ESPN Plus. ESPN Plus is the worst.
The only thing is, though, and this is obviously what a lot of people have been saying as well, is this depends which way Vince wants to do this, because if Vince sells to Comcast, then if Comcast also buy Warner Brothers Discovery, which is what they want to do, then basically that sell has killed off AEW. So it depends whether if it goes to Comcast, then you can say goodbye to AEW, because the second that Comcast buy Warner Brothers Discovery, there's clauses in WWE's TV rights. So there's clauses in WWE's TV rights that clearly turn around and say no other wrestling can be on the same network at all.
Nick Khan just doesn't want to let us have fun.
So if it goes to Comcast, then you can say goodbye to AEW basically. Well, it will still exist, but it'll probably go on streaming, or it'll go on like YouTube or something like that, or I don't know, or on the New Japan, not the New Japan, the Ring of Honor Club thing or whatever it'll be on.
I hate that app.
So it'll probably go on to that if anything, because they won't get I don't think they'll get a TV deal anywhere else. But that's so that's that. Obviously, Disney gives them better benefits and stuff like that, and like the and stuff But it obviously depends. It depends. Obviously, we don't know what's going on. It's either going to be Comcast or it's going to be Disney, and that's because Endeavour's dropped out. The Khans, they won't be able to afford it, no matter what they're saying. They can't afford it because it would literally mean they'll have to literally sell up everything. They'll have to sell AEW. They'll have to sell the Jaguars. They'll have to sell Fulham. They'll have to literally sell everything just to be able to pay the $9 billion. So, anyone thinking the Khans is bloody buying WWE is ridiculous. For it.
I don't see it.
No. But yeah, so that's basically that's the news then for this weekend. So then we might as well go on into the shows then.
Under Raw.
Yeah, so Raw in this week. So pretty good show, I'd say, actually, this week. I don't know what you thought about it, whether it was a good show or whatever, or what did you think about Raw? Did you actually watch Raw?
Yeah, but by the time this show comes around, it always leaves my brain. The ending. Cena. Duh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because we haven't seen it. Yeah. Well, I'll get to that. And so we had we open up Raw in this week then with Kevin Owens versus Solo Sikoa. The whole thing was Paul Heyman was saying that the Bloodline, it was time to end their issues that they had with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and everyone like that. Now, Kevin Owens actually won that match between them, so that was a great start for the Bloodline, wasn't it? On that one. That was also as well because of Jimmy runs in for an attack on Kevin Owens, which caused a disqualification. Owens takes a beating afterwards. Sammy comes out, normal stuff, blah 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 blah. Bobby Lashley then is in the ring afterwards and just says about Uncle Howdy and stuff like that. Yeah, Wyatt's logo flashes in the background. That's it, basically. That's all we get. We don't get anything Bray-wise or whatever.
I still wish we got Bray Wyatt versus Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, but Brock refused it, didn't he? Brock refused it. Yeah. But yeah. But we won't go into that.
Not yet.
Yeah, no, yeah. We then go backstage then, and we've then got Carmella is with Byron Saxton. They're basically saying that if Carmella wins the next match, then she gets added to the Bianca and Oscar match at WrestleMania. And Chelsea Green obviously then like appears as well. As you can imagine, Carmella does not win that match. The winner of the match is Bianca Belair.
Can I mention one thing? I don't know if it comes later or if it was before this, but Adam Pearce sees Chelsea Green and Carmella at one point backstage, and he tries to turn the other way just so he can avoid them at all costs. Very funny from Adam Pearce. They're letting him be comedic with these two.
Yeah.
But he just sees them and he's like, nope, other way.
We then have a segment backstage with Sami Zayn where he approaches Kevin Owens, tries to make up with him, tries to tell him that they need to take on the Bloodline. Still the same as what happened last time. Owens doesn't really care. Basically tells Sami to go and do one. Come back from break and it's promos about Rhea Ripley. Miz is also then in the ring then afterwards then to introduce then Seth and Logan Paul into the ring. They both actually got pretty good pops, to be fair. Considering it was Logan Paul and Seth, they both got pretty good pops actually on it. Miz is trying to be moderator of the chat. That obviously doesn't go as well as what he hopes for. Logan Paul, there's to and fro in, there's things there. Logan Paul basically manages to take out Seth and ends it by turning around and saying bye bye bitch, and then drops the microphone before exiting the ring.
I love how when Miz was like, I have the power to make this match, and Seth goes, do you? Let's do it right now. And then he just chucks Miz out of the ring.
Yeah, that was pretty funny actually.
It's just like, all right.
Yeah, we then get a look back then on how Brock Lesnar and Omos was confirmed for WrestleMania 39. That's going to be fun seeing Brock trying to F5 Omos. That's going to be really fun.
That might be my bathroom break. I'm not going to lie.
Fair enough. But you're actually going to be. You're actually going to be there, aren't you? Yeah.
I'll see Brock's entrance and I say, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. We then go back to the ring and it's an Omos versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, obviously, Omos wins in dominating fashion. Pretty quick match for that one.
Did that even go 60 seconds?
No, it was a squash match, wasn't it? It's just to try and put Omos over before he goes and gets destroyed by Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, I expect.
Yeah.
They didn't just talk about loads of stuff. You've then got Maximum Male Models backstage. Now, this is hilarious now when they're checking out Otis and everything and doing that way. And then, Baron Corbin walks up and says thinks that they're admiring him. Basically Corbin says, well, there's a bit of to and fro in and that,
and Corbin's talking to them, and Maxine's like,
yeah.
And realistically, if you think about it, it makes no sense whatsoever because they're looking forward. He comes from the side.
Yeah.
They haven't broken eye contact.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? But yeah,
she's a good promo. I'll give her credit.
Yeah, she does.
She hasn't wrestled yet, right?
No, but I think she's just going to be in as manager for the minute. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't.
She was what's his name's manager in NXT.
Can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Wagner. Wagner.
Yeah. I think she's just going to be another Scarlet, where she's literally just going to come out and be a manager for a little bit.
I mean, so it's not bad. She's a good promo.
Yeah, she's pretty good promo. Yeah. We then go back afterwards after the break, and it's Finn Balor versus Johnny Gargano. Obviously, all of the Judgment Day comes out with Balor as expected. Dexter Lumis comes out with Johnny Gargano. the winner of that match was actually Johnny Gargano. He actually managed to, well, he had an assist from Edge to take out, obviously Edge took out Finn, and then to obviously via a spear. So Johnny Gargano wins that one.
And this will not be the last mention of Mr. Gargano on this show for the week.
No, it won't be. No, we'll be getting to that.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. Damian Priest then, well, after the match as well, Damian Priest gets dropped by Loomis at ringside. Edge enters the ring and drops Balor with another spear. And basically that just goes to there. Then I'll have a look back at the upcoming Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns match at WrestleMania. We've already basically covered that a little bit. Yeah.
Actually, we should mention what happened on Friday with them too.
Yeah, we will do. Yeah. We might as well do that in between Raw and NXT, won't we? Or whatever. Unless you want to bring it up now.
We'll just we'll circle back. We'll just mention that segment.
We'll mention that segment.
All right. I just wanted to make sure. I feel like it should be mentioned.
Yeah, we'll bring that one up in a minute. And Raw's almost done anyway, I think, looking at this. Yeah, we've now got Nikki Cross versus Piper Nivens.
Yeah.
Random matchup. Don't understand that one at all, but yeah, really random matchup. Piper Nivens wins. Pretty self-explanatory match, basically, really, I'd say. Then got a bit of a segment backstage where you've got Rick Boogs talking when Elias walks up. They seem to be teaming up now. It seems like it's going to be Elias and Rick Boogs teaming up quite a lot now.
My name is Rick Boogs.
Imagine those two in a ring together. That's going to be hilarious.
I just want a guitar off,
Yeah, that could be pretty good. And then gets announced then afterwards that the singer Becky G will sing "America the Beautiful" on night 1 of WrestleMania 39.
Yeah, that one threw me off because that is a former Power Ranger.
Is it? Okay, I didn't know that.
In the 2017 movie, she played the Yellow Ranger.
Okay.
I said, Becky G, why does that sound familiar? And I looked it up. I'm like, wow. I thought she was just an actress, but yeah. Did it say which night or
night 1? She's opening night 1.
Okay. We don't know who night 2 is yet?
No, not yet, no.
So you're telling me we know who sings sorry to go off. You're telling me we know who sings America the Beautiful night 1, but we don't have a Hall of Fame announcement?
No, not yet. I'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to bring that up on the show. Don't worry.
I'm angry.
Yeah, no, but I've got some information on that, so I'll bring that up in a bit. But no, I've got a little bit of info on that. I reckon night 2. What they need to do is they need to open up with Snoop Dogg singing "America the Beautiful" at night 2.
Oh dear God!
Because Snoop Dogg went to Mania. Well, Snoop Dogg's at Mania, so
yeah, he's already there. You might as well.
Yeah, you might as well. And then we end up coming back from break, and we have this guy came back again. Yes, I've got this picture back up again. John Cena returns. He came back out. He was literally, as soon as his music finished, Austin Theory's one started up. They have a bit of to and fro, and to be fair, Austin Theory got absolutely destroyed by John in the promo.
Destroyed might be too nice of a word.
Yeah, it was just
obliterated.
Yeah, Cena destroyed.
Massacred.
I'm
sitting there and I'm just like, this is how you get this guy over?
Yeah.
Well, but the reports are saying Cena thinks very highly of him backstage, of course, in real life. And Cena is willing to help this guy get over. So but trust the process.
Yeah, but did you know that promo was actually wrote by Cena himself? Cena wrote that promo, and the creative input as well from it was actually Vince. So everyone's been saying about how Vince and that coming back is going to be horrendous, but that promo was a combination of Cena and Vince, basically, between the two of them, because they wanted to really push down on it. But Cena had some input on it.
To bury him before he rises up. You gotta break him down before you build him up. Yeah.
Yeah, but like what you said. Yeah, they Fury says about Cena's bold spot. Cena takes off his hat and nods and said he's proud of his senior circuit.
And he's like, I'd still rather be bald than have noise piped in for my matches. I said,
Yeah. Yeah, because you're so boring and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, because I was like, oh, Theory finally got him. And then Cena fires back, and I'm like,
yeah. But no, and then
God.
Theory originally tries to get Cena to agree to the match. Cena turns around and says no because you haven't earned it.
He just said no. And I'm like,
just no.
Well.
Yeah, and then in the end, though, Cena obviously agrees to the match after pumping up the crowd and getting like the crowd to agree to it. As Cena's then going up the ramp. Now, this is really random. As Cena went up the ramp, they literally he introduces Cody. Cody literally comes out for 2 seconds, and then that's it, basically.
Yeah, Cena won't put over Theory, but he'll put over Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
wonderful.
But yeah, it's just really like it was really strange that they obviously like just brought Cody out for 2 seconds, considering he's meant to be like this massive main eventer and stuff, and meant to be going up against Roman and that.
Did you see what Cody said to him?
No.
Allegedly, this is what Cody said to him. Apparently, when they were hugging, Cody said, "Promise me I'll get a chance to fight you." And Cena said, "I can't make that promise. I don't know how many more of these I have left in me."
Yeah.
So Cody wants the match.
Yeah, because Cena said that this Boston visit could have been his last. I've seen that as well. Cena announced afterwards that this Boston visit could have been his last. So he was basically saying goodbye for it. So it looks like he could be done soon.
I mean, how much more time can he part-time wrestle? You know?
Yeah, he can't really do too much more than that. So
maybe like next Mania is his last one. He puts Cody over.
Yeah,
and then that's that. Because I mean, and then the streak would end.
Yeah. So we then have we then move on to a segment backstage with Kathy Kelly speaking to Sami Zayn. Sami basically just ends the promo by turning around and saying he's not going anywhere until he sees the end of the bloodline, and he says sorry to Jimmy because tonight will not be Jimmy's night. We then move on to Chad Gable versus Baron Corbin. Now, this was obviously set up earlier on in the night during that Maximum Model segment. It's Chad Gable won that one. He actually beat Baron Corbin
pretty quickly too.
Yeah, they're completely destroying Chad Gable. They're completely destroying Baron Corbin, aren't they? At the moment, like literally, like completely.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. So,
making him broke Corbin again.
Probably, I expect so.
That was when he was best. So, you know, do you remember when he attacked Balor and was about to sign that contract?
Yeah.
Even Roman was looking at him like, "What are you doing?" Even Roman had not like a scared look, but like a confused look, and he was like, "Sign it if you want."
Yeah.
But Roman was like, "What?" even me at my house, I'm like, "Corbin?"
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
It was really random, but and then we move on to Becky Lynch and Lita coming down to the ring. Once they come out, they turn around and say that they've got an equalizer now against Damage Control, and out comes Trish Stratus. For it, they basically this whole segment just sets up a 3-on-3 for WrestleMania. Now, this is really weird because as well, I've also still been told that the tag champs, whether that be Damage Control or Becky and Lita, will still be facing Ronda and Shayna at WrestleMania.
Maybe the Trish Bailey match gets scrapped and a tag match gets added.
Yeah, or what they're going to do is they might be doing both nights. So they might then end up doing the 3-on-3 night one. Yes. So the 3-on-3 for night one. Yeah, and night two could be the tag title match because Ronda and Shayna are leaving WrestleMania with those belts. So I don't know what anyone says.
There's no way they're leaving Ronda off the card. I can't stand Ronda Rousey, but there's no way.
Well, they're saying that she's injured, but she's like 90% okay at the moment.
They're making sure she's going to be good for Mania.
Yeah, so that's why they set the 6 on. That's why they set the 3-on-3 up. Yeah, we then go back down into the last match of the day, and basically, they got Sami Zayn versus Jimmy Uso. For it, yeah, it was a pretty good match, I'd say. Sami actually won that one. Yeah, after the match though, this was obviously the bit after the match. What happens was Jimmy was obviously in the ring. Jay comes down to the ring and stuff like that, and that.
Yeah.
Jay stares him down for the announcer's table. Sami yells out his arms to give for a big pop. The two brothers meet in the middle of the ring. Jay puts out his hands on Jimmy's shoulders as they stare at each other. It looks like those two are gonna go for one another, but they don't. Jay leaves the ring, goes to embrace. Well, him and Sami actually then embrace outside the ring via a hug. It looks then like that Jay has turned on Jimmy, but then all of a sudden, Jay hits Sami with a super kick, and then turning things like, "You thought I would choose you over family," and stuff like that. Are you stupid and stuff like that. Jay rolls Sami into the ring. Jimmy and Jay attack, and then for some reason, Cody Rhodes comes out again. Cody comes out randomly again in his suit, not even in wrestling gear.
Gotta get that guy TV time.
In his suit, basically, to come on down, and that's how the end Raw is with Cody Rhodes kneeling down, checking on Sami Zayn. Now that was
I should mention this. I don't know if you saw this earlier, but in one of the backstage segments, don't remember with who, but you can see Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens talking.
Yeah. It looks
So
like
maybe, yeah, maybe a 6-man is coming. Usos and Solo versus Cody.
Well, I bought
Not
this
a
one
Mania. Not a Mania. I mean, Raw. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, yeah. Well, I brought this one up earlier on. Is the rumored? Well, at the minute, the rumored matches for Backlash, which is being planned, is it's either going to be Cody versus Roman versus Seth for the WWE title, or it's going to be a 6-man tag for Backlash, which will be Roman and the Usos versus Cody, KO, and Sami. That's the two pitch matches at the moment for the main event.
With no belts on the line.
Well, they're still discussing that because what they've said is they might end up doing it as for the 6-man is winner take all, but it will just be for say the Raw belts or something. So they might then put on the line just a Raw tag and the WWE Championship, and then they might then have maybe the Usos pin Sami, and then and they then obviously then win the it'd be who would it be? It'd be Sami could end up pinning the Usos, for example, meaning they still protect Roman, and that way, and then Cody gets the WWE Championship, and then Kevin and Sami can then get the Raw Championships and stuff like that. And that's how they split the titles up.
That would be a little weird though, because Sami gets the pin, and it's like he grabs the tag belt, and Cody just gets awarded the I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that. I believe it's going to be non-title. If they do the 6-man, it'll be non-title.
Yeah, probably.
And then after Backlash, that'll be when the bloodline will start to implode. Then you'll then lead into Solo Sikoa versus Roman. You've then got Jimmy versus Roman option. You've got Jay versus Roman and stuff like that, basically, and stuff like that which you can do, which gives Roman plenty more opponents for us. He's still holding that Universal Championship. To everyone out there, that's what I because no chance in hell that he's not here in the 1,000 days. It's going to be too close at Mania. They're not going to dethrone him 40 days off the 1,000 days.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, no chance at all. Basically, I mean, it's going to upset all the Cody Rhodes fans, but it's logical sense. They are not going to They're not going to dethrone Roman 40 days off of, are they in the end? But so we might as well bring up then, whilst on that subject then, about the Roman and Cody segment then from SmackDown then.
I'm just going to mention like a little bit of it because it was so funny. And Roman just places both belts on the ground and just goes, "So what do you want to talk about?" And it's like,
Yes.
And then he mentions how Dusty never mentioned Cody. You know, it was like, oh, Roman, you're being so evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you notice as well? I don't know whether you noticed. I did bring this up to a few people. Don't know if you noticed, but the placement of the belts, how Roman did it. Did you notice that? If you look back on the segment,
did he do Universal closer to Cody?
No. What he done was he pointed. You know the way the belts go. So the design of it, where the W shows up on it, and that he had the Universal pointing towards Roman, and he had the WWE Championship aiming towards Cody, and that. So he done it. So yeah, he done it. So that basically the Universal was facing Roman, and the WWE was facing Cody at the end of it, and that. And yeah, he it was purposely planned like that. I was told, because I asked about that, and I was told that it was purposely planned that Roman would set them down in that way to make sure that the WWE Championship was closer to Cody, and the Universal was closer to Roman. As a bit of a teaser for future. It seems like that's the way they're going to do it. But yeah, that was actually a pretty good segment on SmackDown. I forgot about that until you obviously just reminded me for that one. So yeah that was pretty good, to be fair. For a Cody Rhodes segment, that was pretty good. No, I'd say.
Roman carried it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Fair enough.
Roman carried it.
Yeah. Well then, we might as well go on to NXT then. So NXT
Roadblock. So we start off with actually interesting. So you saw none of NXT besides like the main points.
Yeah.
We start off with the narration, and at first I'm like, why does this voice sound familiar? It's Tiffany Stratton, and she says she'll meet the winner of Roxanne Perez, Miko in LA. So there's your women's championship match, which could be a really good match, but we'll get into that. Yeah. We start off with the Jailhouse Street Fight, Tony D'Angelo versus Dijak. Now, at one point in the match, Dijak puts D'Angelo on a table. The table already starts to break, and Dijak just looks at it like, okay. Goes off the top rope, just elbows him right through it. It's the easiest job he ever had to do.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, Tony D'Angelo wins. He locks him in the cage with the crowbar, and that's that. I thought for sure that we had some interference, but I thought for sure D'Angelo would win. I'm sorry, Dijak would win that.
Yeah.
Okay. We had pretty. Okay, this website's messed up, but I'm not sure which came first. But we'll just go into it. NXT Tag Team Champions Gallus and Pretty Deadly had a standoff. Surely that match is coming soon. Gallus beats them up. Next, we have the Creed brothers and Braun Breaker versus Indashir and Mahal. Clearly, of course, Breaker and the Creed brothers get the W.
Yeah.
Then we had. Okay, this is all over the map. Forgive me. They showed Dragon Lee in the crowd at one point, which I thought he was going to come out later to confront a certain Australian. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, did I not see that coming. Actually, it's up now, according to this. The Grayson Waller experience with Shawn Michaels. Now, I was wrong.
Yeah.
They had me hook, line, and sinker. I thought for sure it was going to be Waller versus Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
But then in my head, by the way, Waller, he says the only reason Shawn's running NXT is because his best friend had a heart attack.
Yeah,
I said, good Lord. Now, I know Triple H for a fact. I don't know for a fact, but I know Triple H probably approved of that.
Yeah.
And that's cool. But imagine he didn't, and Triple H is like, all right, I'm coming out of retirement. I'll fight him. I don't care. Michaels mentions how the Brinks truck, do you know what Brinks is?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a money truck. He said it's been backed up to his house so many times that they know his address by heart. And he's like, while I would love to beat you up, he's like, there is one more man that wants it just a little more. And in my head, I'm like, I have no idea who he's talking about.
Yeah.
And then the music hits, the new music hits, and
Yeah.
I'm still confused because I don't know the music. And I
Yeah.
was like, Gargano? I'm like, what? And then I
Hmm.
remembered when Gargano left, Waller beat him up on the way out.
Yeah.
That's what we call long-term booking, even though he
Yeah,
left.
it is.
Um,
Yeah.
so we got Johnny Gargano, Johnny Takeover versus Grayson Waller, stand and deliver. Might be a gimmick match. I'm not sure. Gonna
Could
be a
well be.
phenomenal match. Yeah,
Yeah.
regardless. Um, yeah, and wow. I will not be going to NXT. The only reason I would have gone was Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. But you're going to see meet and greet instead.
Yeah, I get to meet the Young Bucks.
Yeah, you might as well go to NXT. It's a bit more
Yeah,
enjoyable.
I'm gonna have my arms around them. I'm gonna be like, all right, boys, F Punk on 3, okay? They're either gonna laugh or they're just gonna be like, I'm thinking the second one.
Yeah,
That's my guess.
you might as well enjoy them now before they join WWE. So they'll be in WWE by the end of next year. I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have Gigi Dolan versus JC Jane. Gigi wins. Not shocked. Gigi
Yeah.
had to put this feud to bed. I thought this match was going to be at Stand and Deliver, but
Yeah.
yeah. Then we had Braun Breaker versus. Oh, dear God, I hate this website. Never mind. We had Andre Chase versus Joe Gacy.
Oh, yeah.
There's a promo backstage between Thea, Duke, Tyler Bate, and Andre Chase. Tyler Bate's teaching her how to like meditate and stuff.
Yeah.
Joe Gacy wins after I believe it was Ava got in the face of Thea and caused chaos. Yeah, Joe Gacy wins that one. And then later backstage, Duke Hudson's yelling at them saying, we were winners, now we're just losers. Yeah. But then Braun Breaker suddenly comes out to the ring, calls out Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
Carmelo Hayes comes out and says it's time. And that's made official. April 1st, 10 a.m. prime time.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Braun Breaker versus Carmelo Hayes for the NXT Championship.
Yep.
Now, that is not how the show ended.
No.
Next we have Roxanne Perez versus Miko Satomura for the NXT Women's Championship. Now, this match went a lot longer than I expected because it started with like 5 minutes left and it ended up going like 20 minutes. So I'll just say it. Roxanne Perez wins with a roll up. The ending to NXT is rather interesting because Roxanne Perez her arm is being held up by Miko and Roxanne Perez just collapses.
Yeah.
The refs run out. Miko is crying in the corner. So that's where it got me. And I was like, wait a minute. Like, this can't be.
Could this be? Yeah.
Because, like,
could be legit or something like that or whatever. But,
go back to the NFL player. I'm sure you heard about that. Remember?
Yeah.
There were people crying on the field because it was legit. And I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And so this website says, Gutsy showing Perez. She pushed herself to the limit. However, the long-term health and well-being were sacrificed for this single win. Creatively, it gives her an excuse for losing to Tiffany Stratton in Los Angeles. I don't think that happens.
No.
I think Roxanne Perez beats her in Los Angeles, and then we get a returning Cora Jade.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
I think Cora Jade has not been seen since what? Has she been seen since Deadline?
No, I don't think she has. Isn't she actually injured? I thought she's injured. She injured? Is that the reason why she's off?
I thought she had like personal matters.
Oh, I don't know. Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. No, it might be that.
Then they take Roxanne out. Booker gets in the ring. Sean sees her out. They put oxygen on her. Weird ending to NXT. And I messaged my buddy who is an NXT ref. I'm not sure if I ever mentioned that to you, that I know one of the NXT refs.
Yeah.
I did curse him out for the ending. I don't Yeah, he never responded yet.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I said F you for that ending. Because of course when I get angry during NXT, who feels my wrath? It's him. Whenever he runs out for a fight to break up a fight, I'm like, couldn't get there faster. I'm always just messing with him. I'll be like, come on, man. Where were you? Catering? Nah, good guy. Eddie, if you hear
Yeah.
this, you know I dig you. I don't even know what his in-ring name is, honestly.
Fair
I think
enough.
he told me, but I can't remember. But if Eddie, if you see this, you know I dig you. You're a good guy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but that's the end to NXT. Interesting. I don't want to go full, Karen here, but
What's your name?
wasn't
Chelsea
a
Green?
yeah, I wasn't a fan of the ending. Little
No.
too real, Stuff like
Yeah.
that is happening a lot,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
I
wasn't
don't
a
think it was
fan.
needed, to be fair. I don't think
Yeah,
they needed to do it.
if you want to rip me apart in the comments, be my guest. I usually I'm good with what you can get away with in wrestling.
Yeah, but
Like
no,
like
that was a little bit too close, isn't that? Wasn't it? Like a little
like
bit too
like
rough.
like Waller making fun of Triple H for having a heart attack. I had no problem with that,
Yeah.
but because I would have a problem with it if Triple H passed away, of course.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Obviously, yeah.
I don't know.
No.
I'm probably gonna get ripped apart for this, but you sensitive boy. Yeah, well,
It's all right.
oh
It's
well.
all right. Obviously. Yeah. Well. Yeah. So that's NXT done his one, and so
Yeah,
yeah.
we are about a month out from WrestleMania, folks. Speaking of WrestleMania, I did now, but I posted the link to this on Xero's website. I'll say it again here. I predicted the WrestleMania card. Well, of the four, I predicted 10 matches.
Yeah.
Obviously, 4 were confirmed, so I got 4 freebies on my YouTube channel, Bobby's Breakdowns. Now, before everybody gets upset saying, "Oh, you knew about this," I recorded it before I watched SmackDown, and it released before Raw came out, before Raw happened. So I was ahead of it. I had to make sure of it. I made my editor work day and night to get that out.
Fair enough. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, one of the other things that we did say that I was going to cover was Hall of Fame, because you said about it.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently they're leaving it right to the last minute because as Triple H's attitude is at the moment, and as the company's attitude is, people are going to be there anyway. They've already got the ticket sales; they're sold out for the SmackDown. It's on after SmackDown, so they could. One of the last things that I heard was they could potentially announce it WrestleMania week on Raw. It could be as late as that, as they actually announce it on Raw, or they could even do it during the week on social media. Basically, is it like maybe the Tuesday or the Wednesday they're going to do it? But it's going to be a small class this year. And I think you asked me what I meant by small class or whatever.
Yeah.
And what they're saying is it's not going to be, like normally where they have I don't know, it's 2 headliners and then 4 other inductees, and then you've then got a Warrior Award, you've then got the special music ones or whatever. It's going to be a really small one, so you're probably going to have the one headliner, which is obviously going to be Batista. We all know it's Batista. And that.
I pray, man.
Yeah,
I don't want to get excited until it gets announced.
Yeah. So you're gonna probably this isn't confirmed or anything, but it's going to be a small class, and it's probably then going to be the one headliner, which is obviously potentially Batista, from what the reports are, and then probably 2 or 3 others going in. And then you probably
it was kind of small last year, if I remember correctly. It was Taker last year, Vader, Sharmell, Shad Gaspard got the Warrior Award, and the Steiner brothers.
Yeah, I think it's because they know where it's such a big weekend of wrestling, and there's so much stuff packed into that weekend. They don't want to make it a really long show, so they're trying to make it a smaller Hall of Fame for it. Because there was some bits as well where they were saying that the ones where they do the music award, what Ozzy Osbourne and that gets put into and stuff like that.
Yeah, the celebrity wing.
Yeah, the celebrity wing. They might not announce them actually out the Hall of Fame. They might announce them during Mania, so they'll just appear on the screen during Mania. When they do the Hall of Fame class bit that they always do. they might actually just do them then and that.
I don't even know who would get in the celebrity wing. I mean, Cyndi Lauper.
Probably.
That's overdue in my opinion.
It might be.
Could do Mayweather, but would he even show up?
No.
Shaq.
Yeah. But no, I don't know, because it's the thing, because I keep asking for names in that, and the only one I keep getting is Batista. What I have
give
heard
me Batista. That's all I want.
Because what I keep getting told as well is some of them they still haven't even finalized yet. This close to WrestleMania, they still haven't finalized yet. Basically, they're still they're still in talks with them basically to try and get a few. I think it's because most of them don't really want to do it.
Yeah, no. Warrior Word. Give it to DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah.
That's the Bills player that the football player that had the heart attack.
Could be that. Yeah.
Give it to DeMar. I give it to DeMar Hamlin. I think that would be. I mean, they've given it to a football player before.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember Eric Legrand.
Yeah.
He went to the school like 15 minutes from me, the one that I work at currently.
Okay.
They gave it to him. Yeah, I have a picture with him too. Nice guy.
Okay.
DeMar Hamlin. I mean, that took the world by storm, you know?
Yeah. So makes sense. But so that's the that's the news on the Hall of Fame, is that it. I mean, we could start getting announcements within the next week, but they have to, and I said, basically the attitude is people have already got tickets. They're going to be there anyway because it's straight after SmackDown. So they could potentially leave it for WrestleMania week. And it gives you something as well on WrestleMania week, because then on that Raw leading up to it, the go home show, you can enter and say, oh yeah, there's going to be Hall of Fame announcements. And they can literally do them throughout the entire show, so it makes people watch all of that Raw. And that basically, it could be that then see, or again, like I said, they want to start utilizing social media a lot more, so it could end up.
Why don't you just do like one a week, like even?
I mean, like I said, we might get something next week. We might get something on Raw or something like that, or heck, we might even get something this Friday on SmackDown. But
WWE, you want to give me a present on my birthday, Sunday? Announce Batista's going into the Hall of Fame. Okay. Even if you want to announce it Friday, that would be a great birthday present.
They could do it Monday. They might do it Monday.
Monday works as well. That's birthday weekend. That's fine.
Yeah. So,
better late than never, WWE, for my birthday.
Yeah, but no, like I said, I keep asking that because people keep asking me, and I keep asking, and I keep getting told there's no set date at the moment. They're just going to literally just announce them randomly once they know about it. So, that's the other bit as well, is which I said that I would address on here tonight, is the draft. I keep hearing now that it's been pushed to after Backlash because they obviously want to get these matches out of the way. They want to do like the WrestleMania rematches like what they normally do. Get Backlash out of the way and then go and do the draft after Backlash. So the draft, so that then gives them something then between.
They should do it in June.
Saudi. Yeah, but
because they don't have a main roster pay-per-view in June.
No, I mean, don't put it past Triple H to not do that, but I mean, they want to get it in place.
A pay-per-view in June? They can't do that.
No. What I mean is, don't put it past Triple H to move the draft till then. It could potentially end up moving to June.
I think that's a good time for June, or for the draft. Yeah. June, you got really nothing going on.
Yeah, I mean, unless they obviously announce something big time. But at the minute it's meant to be after Backlash because they want to get the WrestleMania rematches done, like what they normally do at Backlash, and that, get some bits and pieces out of the way, and then get the draft done for it, because on that way then they can then get everyone in place where they want to put it into, ready for the Saudi show at the end of May for that one. Because they've also said as well that there's definitely going to be two titles back on main roster by SummerSlam. So they're either going to use Backlash to split them or the draft to split them up. That's going to be the other thing as well that's obviously going on. So consider it has to be by SummerSlam, because I mean, unless they're going to do it at Saudi Arabia or at Money in the Bank. I mean, they could do a Money in the Bank cash in. That could be the only other way. Is like somebody.
That's the only way I see it.
Yeah. Well, it's either going to be they do the triple threat at Backlash, like was rumored for just the WWE title. They use the draft to split them, or they do a Money in the Bank cash in. But then that would mean then that whoever wins the Money in the Bank cash in will definitely be winning the belt then if they leave it for Money in the Bank for that one.
Austin Theory.
Well, there is rumors that they want Austin Theory to win it again this year, and that
I did see that.
Yeah, but then the thing is, though, is are they gonna give him that just to separate the belts and then get Cody to take out Austin Theory?
No, Cody doesn't. No,
Cody
we
gets
don't.
it, whatever.
We don't
So
put.
that's
We don't
the
put
thing.
the. We don't put the belt on Cody ever.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so that's the so that's going to be the next question: is how are they going to do that? But they've apparently got 1,001 ideas at the moment to how they're going to split the belts, and they just can't decide how they're going to do it. But they've guaranteed that the titles will be split by SummerSlam because they want 2 world champions on the brand by SummerSlam. And that I think is also as well because of the sale. Now, obviously, they want 2 world champions in place for when the company gets sold, and that's meant to be between Mania and Backlash. So, I mean, it could literally be that they're going to wait till Backlash. They're going to use that as an incentive for the thing, as like, you'll come on in, and if you take on the company from Backlash or whatever, then you can have 2 world champions on the brand rather than just the one for it. So, yeah, because that's also as well where they're not taking the belts off Roman because he's hitting the 1,000 days, and they're not going to dethrone their biggest star whilst the sale's still going on. Until that company's sold, Roman's not dropping their belts. I can see that at all. Because Roman's the biggest moneymaker for a sale. Because then if they take the belts off Roman and he disappears for a month or two, like what people are saying, everyone's going to look at that and be like, well, hang on a minute, your biggest star that you've had, your biggest moneymaker, you've just literally took the belts off and now he's disappeared for however knows long, isn't it really? And now you've put it onto somebody who's come on in from a rival company and who isn't as big as Roman. And this is what people need to understand is yes, it's but Cody's going to get buried and stuff. But the whole point is, whilst the company's for sale, you've got no chance that they're taking those belts off Roman at all.
I see what you did there. No chance.
Yeah, it's especially leading up to the 1,000 days, which will obviously be Saudi Arabia. You've got absolutely no chance in hell that Roman's being dethroned at all before that time frame. They can take the WWE title off him, but he's not dropping the Universal. That's the selling point for the company. Is Roman Reigns as champion. The biggest star in wrestling at the moment is the champion, and he's still in the company, and they're not going to give him that break that he's been after until the company's sold. No chance, absolutely no chance. Not for that one. So to anyone who out there is like, but Cody's going to get buried and stuff like that, it doesn't matter. At the minute, they're not really caring about whether Cody's going to get buried or whatever. It's all about the sell. And Vince has got a lot of say in the Roman Reigns storyline. He knows for a fact. Obviously, we know that Vince is senile and stuff like that and stuff, but Vince isn't stupid enough to take the belts off his biggest moneymaker and his biggest selling point for the company, just to please some fans online, because Vince doesn't give a shit about the fans at home. Not online.
For sure.
The 5% of people that turn around and say, but WWE will kill him off and we're all going to boycott WWE. Okay, then I'm sure they miss your one viewership. Whatever it is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but that's my rant over anyway about that. Anything you want to bring up or anything? Or
no, just let's get my videos to 1,000 views, people.
Yeah.
My Flash trailer reaction currently sits at 969 views.
Yeah.
My Scream 6 trailer currently sits at 961. Come on.
Fair
Under
enough.
40. I'm going to post it to the website, too. I'm going to be that guy.
You may as well.
If I don't get 1,000 on both of these, I'm going to be irate.
Yeah, you might as well.
But
you might as well try it.
Hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you. I know I've gotten some subscribers from Xero News, so I appreciate you guys. And thanks to Xero for letting me post it, even though I'm the needle mover of the writing team.
Yeah.
I just want to throw that out there.
Actually, I haven't put anything out for a while, so I need to put something out soon to be able to do that. So
when you need views, you bring Bobby in.
Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, I'll just get Bobby to do everything coming up. So that'd be fine.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But yeah, anyway, also as well, before I have been saying to you, I've just literally managed to upload them because it's been taking me quite a while to upload these. I was saying to you earlier that I had something obviously set up for the show, Now, obviously, we discussed this earlier on. Obviously, your birthday's on Sunday, isn't it? For it.
Yeah.
Now, I've had these made. I've had some pieces made. I'll explain to you afterwards, basically, about this. But yeah, so they're only a small little things, but yeah, I'm going to put them up on the screen because they've literally just uploaded for me, and I'm giggling now what they are. So yeah, so for everyone at home anyway as well, and for Bobby, because Bobby doesn't know anything about this, by the way. So,
no, I really don't, and I'm kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie.
So first of all, here's the first one that's done. It's a quick 2-second thing, so if you blink, you're gonna miss it. But yeah. Did you see that one? That one again? There we go. Yeah,
that's good. Can you send me that when we get off?
Yeah. And a second one. You might like this. You might like this. Now, bearing in mind that one was wrestling related. Yeah.
Oh God.
Right, that one was wrestling related, right? This one's got sound on it as well. This one has. Bear in mind. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the sound. You should be able to, because it's a video. It's kind of a video. This one's short 7-second one, but here we go. You ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I did not expect either of those. Those are really cool, though.
Yeah. So
I honestly thought you were gonna do something crazy with it.
Nope.
Those are fun. Thank you.
I'll get them sent over to you then shortly. Matt. Yeah, I'll have to try and
I need those for my ego for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So we're
slightly.
Just a little slight one, but yeah. So that's that. So yeah. So anyway, well, because obviously our next show will be next Wednesday then, so we might as well say it now then. So happy birthday to Bobby for this Sunday. Have fun at your what is it? It's your convention.
The convention. Take your Friday night, baby. I'll upload the pictures to the website for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Might not be this weekend, but I will get it. Get that latest Monday or Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can get out and then have pictures of Bobby at the convention then.
So you see me like blushing red as I meet Undertaker and Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah, so that'd be that. So don't forget again, as Bobby said earlier on, like and subscribe to Bobby's Breakdowns. Let's get into 1,000 before Sunday if we can do. That's the challenge. And then
I will watch it 31 times if I have to. I don't care. I have nothing better to do. My ego, I'm actually gonna post it tonight. Maybe when we get off. Yeah. The Flash one. The Scream one, Scream comes out tomorrow, actually. That's insane.
Yeah.
I can't wrap my head around it.
There'll be a few more bits of content then coming into the website soon then, which Bobby will probably post about. So just keep an eye on that. And we will see you then next Wednesday then for another version of Uncut, where we'll be covering. Well, I think we might have a guest on next week. I think. Okay. I'm not sure. We might. I'm still arranging it, but yeah, we might.
If it's bougie, I'm sick.
It's not. It's not bougie. It's not bougie.
You know I love bougie.
Yeah. No, it's not bougie. But
I know he listens, so that's why I always.
I'll get him on next week now, just because of that. Now.
He'll bring him in. I'll be like.
Yeah, midway through, I'll just cut him in, and you're like, "Oh, for God's sake!"
I'll be in the middle of a sentence. I'll be like.
Yeah.
I drag Bougie all the time, but Bougie's a good guy.
So that's it. So that's us done then. So this is Xero signing out.
And I'm Bobby. I'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, and we'll sign off the show with leaving this on the screen. Goodbye, everybody.